Hi, welcome to Cruise Control. My name's Eric, and today I'm going to be showing you 5 easy steps on how to save money at the pump. Let's get to that right now.
Welcome to Cruise Control.
All right, so step number 1 is probably the most important in my opinion, because if this is not done, you are going to be wasting a lot of fuel. And that is going to be checking your tire pressure. You need to make sure that the tires are at their correct inflation per the manufacturer specs. How you find that information is opening the driver's door, and there's going to be a little sticker that shows you the PSI that needs to be in the tire. And then you can get a tire gauge so that way you can check that. I advise checking that at least once a month. If you have like a discount tire or any kind of tire shop near you, they can also check those things for you and fill it up. Most of them do that for free, but this is a big step in saving fuel. You will probably save 1 to 2 miles per gallon just by making sure your tires are properly inflated. Also, make sure that you are rotating your tires every 5,000 miles. So that's going to be for your tires. That was step number 1. Step number 2 is idling. So a lot of people don't realize that when your car is in park and you're just sitting there, or in driving, you're just sitting there, and maybe you wanted to eat lunch, or maybe you wanted it to warm up in the morning because it's cold outside, or cool off in the afternoon because it's hot outside, and you have your remote start and you don't go out to your car for 5, 10, 15 minutes because you're busy doing some other things, but you had that remote start getting it set up. That is going to waste a lot of fuel. So if you can, please don't use that unless it's absolutely necessary, because you want to make sure you're not in idle more than you need to be. That's going to be step number 2. Now, as far as step number 3 is concerned, this is proper maintenance. This is going to cover anything from getting the correct oil in your car. You don't want any kind of viscosity, the thickness of the oil to be too much, because that's going to make your engine work harder than it needs to. You also don't want to wait too long to change your oil, because then your engine's not going to get the proper lubrication that it needs, so that way it doesn't get poor wear and tear. These are going to be important things there as well. Along with your maintenance, you do want to make sure that your air filter is changed out. Your local mechanic or yourself can look at it. If it looks kind of white, that's really good. If it's starting to look brown or gray or black, need to replace it. It's very easy to replace yourself, or like I said, your local mechanic can put that on there as well. All of these are going to help you save money. Step number 4 is going to be how you drive. Now, this could actually be the most beneficial in case if you drive incorrectly. If you're already driving like this, just do your best to drive smoothly. What I mean by smoothly is you don't accelerate and then hit on the brakes, and then accelerate and then hit on the brakes. That is going to be a very inefficient way to drive. You want to coast, okay? If you see a stop sign coming up, you want to already be aware, like, okay, there's no cars around me. I can go ahead and kind of coast down, which means to just ease down to the stop sign or the stoplight. And when the light turns green, or you're going to leave that stop sign, you don't accelerate as fast as you can. It's nice, smooth, and easy. Same thing goes on the freeway. If the speed limit is 65, I encourage you to only go 65. I know everyone wants to go 4, 5, 10 miles an hour over because you have places to go. Just know that it's better for you to leave 5 minutes early, so that way you can go the speed limit. You will save money. The faster your car goes out on the freeway, the more wind resistance it has against it, and the aerodynamics are working it against it. So try to go the posted speed limit. That is going to help you save fuel. So going along with how you drive. But again, smooth driving is going to be key. And step number 5, do not carry more items than are needed. Let's say you have an SUV and you like to go snowboarding and you have a roof rack, or maybe you go kayaking and you have a roof rack. For whatever reason, you have a roof rack, and you leave the roof rack on there even when you're not going to go camping or not going to go do your fun activities. Having that up there is going to A, add weight, and B, add wind resistance. These are not good things. So you want better aerodynamics, and you want the least amount of weight in your car possible. Let's say you have a lot of stuff in your trunk that you don't really use, but it's just filled up, or your whole back seat's filled up and you don't clean out your car, but you've added maybe an extra 100, 200 pounds into your vehicle. Obviously carry those items if they're needed, but if they're not needed, that is just adding weight, and the more weight your car has, the harder it has to work, the less fuel efficient that it's going to be. So those are going to be my 5 quick steps on how to save money at the pump. We all know how crazy gas prices are right now. Some places in California, unfortunately, are almost $10 a gallon. Here in Colorado, we're averaging about $5 a gallon, so it is still terrible no matter where you are, and I want to make sure you guys get to save as much money as possible. Of course, you can buy a fuel-efficient vehicle, a hybrid, an EV. Those are all other things that I'll cover on another video. Thank you again for watching. My name's Eric. This is Cruise Control, and remember, just drive.